He took my place while I was fighting for my life. We became friends back in school. One day, we decided to build a bicycle, piece by piece. We searched everywhere for parts, markets, old garages, scrap yards. Some pieces didn't fit, some were broken. But we fixed them anyway. When the bike finally worked, we sold it, and we split the money exactly in half. That was the first time we earned something together. And even back then, I thought, if we do things together, it works. After school, our paths separated. He went to university. I went into the army. 2 years of discipline, silence, routine. When I came back home, my parents were already too old to pay for my education. I was trying to figure out what to do with my life when I ran into him on the street. That same day, he had just been expelled from university. We sat on a bench, talking about everything and nothing. And somehow, we remembered that bicycle. That's when the idea appeared. What if we started a business? The idea was simple. An auto parts shop in a small town where everyone drives old cars. We didn't have much money, so we did something strange. We walked into other auto parts stores and honestly asked the sellers, "What do people buy the most here? What parts are always in demand in this town?" We looked naive, but people answered. That's how we started, with small things. Car air fresheners, wide mirrors, snow chains, light bulbs, cheap accessories. Our first day's revenue was $87. We looked at that money like proof that this could actually work. We split the roles. I stayed in the store, behind the counter, talking to customers, breathing that air. He traveled to big cities, looking for suppliers, finding new products, expanding the assortment. At the same time, we both found girlfriends. His relationship was easy, fast. Mine was quiet, gradual. My girlfriend was studying and working at the same time. She was always tired, but all was there. After 1 year, we were making good money. After 2 years, we had 3 stores, cars, an office, stability. For the first time, life looked like success. I didn't notice how my body started to fail. The smell of rubber, oils, plastic. At first, coughing, then weakness. Then I couldn't breathe properly. Doctors said it was rare, a disease caused by long-term exposure to toxic chemical fumes, an allergy that turned into a chronic illness. I was hospitalized. She came to see me every single day. After classes, after work. She sat beside my bed, held my hand, stayed silent with me. She was worried, truly worried. He didn't come. On the second day after I was admitted, he transferred the business to another person, officially, to protect the company. In reality, to avoid responsibility, to avoid paying, to make sure my illness wouldn't become his problem. I was lying under an IV, still believing we were partners. I spent almost 4 months in that hospital, and during that time, I understood something simple. He needed me healthy. A sick person is a bad partner. There's no profit in someone who is weak. He never said it out loud, but his actions said everything. I was discharged in autumn. Cold air, yellow leaves, leaves falling everywhere. I stood outside the hospital just watching them fall. And then I saw her running toward me. She was crying and smiling at the same time. She said, "They went bankrupt. The company collapsed. Scammers took everything." Then she added, "My father bought your very first store and registered it in my name." I lost a friend, almost lost my health. But I learned this. Sometimes life takes people away so it can leave you with what's real. Final line. Pause before. He needed me strong. When I became weak, I became unnecessary.